Everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Week in Eagle Athletics here on Monday, March 5th in Midway, Kentucky. The beginning of spring break for Midway University student athletes. We certainly hope everyone has a safe spring break, a chance to recharge the batteries and get ready for the final 8 weeks here. It seems like we just started the fall and now here we are in spring break. Some student athletes headed home for the break, and I know some are still staying here as well because of games. So we certainly hope everyone stays safe over spring break this week. Before we got to spring break, let's recap what we had go on last week. The Midway baseball team had a pretty good week, going 3-1 on the week. They had a tough 7-6 loss to Union early in the week, but then they rebounded open conference play with a 3-game sweep of Asbury University. They won 10-0 in 7 innings, 12-2 in 7 innings, and 14-11 in 7 innings as well. The first 2 games were supposed to go 9 innings, but Midway ruled 10 runs up after 7 innings, so the game was called after that. Midway outscored their opponent Asbury 36-12 on the weekend. 14-11 game. That one was Midway found themselves trailing 11-5. Scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 6th to win that one. Lane Peebler with a game-tying 2-run double, and then Danny McGuire follows it up with a big-time 3-run home run in that one to give Midway the win. Softball team, they finally got to open their season up. I know they've been chomping at the bit to try and get their season underway. They went 3-3 last week with a split versus Georgetown. They lost the first game 8-1, but won the second game 5-4. Then another split against Kentucky Christian. They once again lost the first game 6-5, but then won the second game 6-3, and then they ended the week with another split against the University of Pikeville, losing the first game 13-6, but winning the second 13-5. Carly Benz had a big week with a couple home runs. She hit .316 on the week as well. Lindsey Clark also with a home run. Tristan Cragmile with a couple doubles and a couple triples. And then Alyssa Yates leading the way in the circle for Midway. She also hit a home run on the week, but more importantly, she picked up 3 wins in the circle on a perfect 3-0 week. So congratulations to Trip Swisher. His team they are now down in Florida actually for 9 games this week, and we'll get to that here in just a few minutes. Tough week last week for the tennis teams. Men's tennis had a tough week going 0-4 with losses to Georgetown, the University of the Cumberlands, Transylvania University, and Center College. And then the women's tennis team went 0-2 with losses to Cumberlands and Center. With that said, let's recap. Let's look ahead to what we had this week. The men and women's golf team get their season underway. They have actually probably finished up their first round by this point. They're competing in the Lonnie Barton Invitational down in Daytona Beach, Florida, here on Monday and Tuesday, March 5th and the 6th. So good luck to Otis Smith and his 2 clubs. Also today we have the women's tennis team hosting Georgetown College at 4 p.m. Eastern Time at the Thomas R. Post Tennis Center. Hopefully, hope to see you there. Tuesday, March 6th, we have the baseball team hosting Kentucky Christian. First pitch for that one at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It was originally set for 2 o'clock, but has been pushed back to 3:30 for that one. That one will be live streaming. You can view it on www.gomidwayeagles.com. On Thursday, the men and women's tennis teams are headed to the University of Pikeville for a doubleheader at 11 a.m. Eastern Time down at the University of Pikeville. The baseball team, yes, they host. They're back in conference play this weekend. Whenever they host Indiana University Kokomo. Games are supposed to be played on Friday, Saturday, but it's looking like the forecast isn't going to be too kind for Saturday, so it looks like we're going to move that series up to Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. Final decision will be made tomorrow morning, I believe. So be sure to stay tuned to the website for that one. The women's tennis team will play their third match of the week on Saturday, March 10th, when they host Carlow University at 9 a.m. Eastern Time at the Thomas R. Post Tennis Center. So good luck to them. And then, as I said, the softball team is down in sunny Florida this week, down in Clearmont, Florida, for 9 games. It's the NTC softball tournament. It's where a lot of teams go to try and get games in warmer weather. So Midway opens up today. They play Marian University and Bethel College out of Indiana today. On Tuesday, they take on Mount Vernon Nazarene University and Spring Arbor University out of Michigan. Then after having a day off on Wednesday, they're back in action on Thursday for 3 games. They take on Trinity International, Lourdes University, and Judson University. And then they finish the 9 games on Friday, taking on Concordia University, Ann Arbor, and Cornerstone University, both those schools out of Michigan. So good luck to Trip Swisher and his team. All those games can be live streamed, and you can find those links on the website www.gomidwaygles.com, and be sure to stay tuned to the website for any schedule changes and updates. That's all I have for this week. So be sure to join us again next Monday, March 12th, for the next episode of This Week in Eagle Athletics. Thank you.